Beginning with Jeff in South Park. Jeff, what's up?
Hey guys, Malsey. Apparently, I have some studying to do.
Yes, you do.
Only Pony would come up with trivia questions that I literally have to study box scores and watch old game film for. But that's Pony for you. But
wait a minute, I don't understand what we're talking about here.
We were giving away here. I know Jeff's bringing something from the radio to TV, which is fine because we're simulcast.
Hang on,
here
Jeff.
On 93.7
Don't go away
The Fan.
yet. Okay.
Yeah, don't go away. So we're giving away tickets on the show all week to a very good concert that we try to keep veiled so people don't find out until until they win the tickets. And Pony's impossible trivia was one easy question, a layup, and then a three-pointer. You had to make both questions to win. Here was his trivia question for Jeff. Conference championship trivia. The Steelers nearly blew a 24-0 lead, Bob, to the Jets in the 2010 AFC title game. With the score 24-19, Ben Roethlisberger converted 2 first downs on 14-yard passes. Who were the recipients of the 14-yard passes? 2 people.
All right. Now you're talking about
better
2000.
believe I just got
Santonio
done watching
Holmes?
that game.
Was he one of them?
No, Santonio Holmes was on the Jets at that point.
Okay, well, he was in the game at least.
You lose at
Close.
Pony's impossible trivia.
What was the three-pointer?
Oh, I don't even. No one got that far today. Right? Yeah, he doesn't read the three. Here's one more, Bob. In the 1995 AFC Championship game, the Steelers won, of course, 20-16, famous for its final play, Hail Mary. Who was the Colts receiver who nearly came down with the football
That play took
in
forever.
the end zone?
I remember being there and watching it. It was in the air. It was silence. I don't remember.
Aaron Bailey.
I know this one.
Okay.
It was Aaron Bailey, and I'm probably going to watch that game at some point tomorrow.
All right, what else, Jeff?
What do you got, Jeff?
So anyways, about the Penguins, I mean, besides the obvious that Casey DeSmith is really starting to get on my nerves, there was a point in time where I liked him. He was a bit of a battler or whatever, but they need to upgrade. Jari's hurt a lot. I mean, goaltenders just get hurt in general. I mean, Tom Barrasso in his time here was hurt a lot. But besides that, Jeff Carter on the third line has become a black hole. They really need to find somebody to center him and let him play wing. And it's not working with Bluger so far. I think once Josh Archibald comes back, they need to put Bluger back with him and Paling, and they need to try Drew O'Connor at center with Carter and I don't know who would go on the other wing.
Well, McGinn, or you could put
McGinn. Yes, that would be the one. McGinn.
But
and I think they need to try something like that.
It's funny, Jeff, because Teddy Bluger, somebody I expected, when he first came back, he made a huge difference on a penalty kill. And for whatever reason, he's just not been the same since then. And then when you have Jeff Carter not doing much in terms of scoring or assisting, he won faceoffs last night, or at least tried to. They put him out there in overtime, Chris. But well, you expect more from those kinds of guys.
They put him out there and then immediately sent him to the bench.
Right.
It was get out here, try to win this faceoff. Didn't go so well. Quick, skate as fast as you can. I mean, I think, we watch these guys and we're in the fishbowl and we maybe see them at their best and see them at their worst. Like, I'm talking about these depth players, the role players that they need to shine. And I think we overvalue them sometimes when we see them do some good things. And the truth of the matter is, it's really hard to find something like the HBK line like they had in 2016. It's really hard to find the kind of overall depth and kind of resilience that they had to win it in 2017. They just haven't gotten consistency, whether it's guys who are too banged up to stay in the lineup, or in Jeff Carter's case, he's just too old to be playing center the way Jeff said there, and they need to maybe find a way to get him to a wing. They're top heavy. This is how they were going to be built the minute they brought back the big three and kept that core intact. Bob, you know it. I know it. Jeff in South Park knows it. Everybody that's on the line knows it. You were going to have to get really smart and get a little bit lucky with your depth players, and so far they haven't.
Nancy joins us right now in Tarentum. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Chris. Hey, Bob.
Hi, Nancy.
I wanted to tell you, you know how people talk about Kenny Pickett and George Pickens? I call them the Kenny G duo.
Okay. Well, hopefully the Kenny G duo will be in the end zone quite a bit, and they're showing promise that way, so there's a lot to build on here, and we'll see where it takes them.
Question for you, Bob.
Yes.
Question for you on that subject. I had nowhere to go from the Kenny G duo. I wanted to start playing an imaginary saxophone, I guess. I can't even play saxophone, by the way, of course.
There's nothing better. If you're going to play sax, you got to play the song Night Train. But that's just me. Go ahead.
Neither here nor there. Okay, fine. Does Brock Purdy deserve to be an NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year finalist?
Yes.
Yes or no?
I saw Andrew tweet that,
Okay.
and I responded because I think he should. And the reason, mine's weighted on what he had to, he's someone who hadn't played. No one expected him to play. And given the expectations of that organization, which are heavy, they're built to win now. They're on a roll. The only thing he could have done was screw it up. There's a lot of pressure on someone to do that, and he's responded in a very big way. So even though he didn't play in a lot of the games, those games to me count more, especially since he's a 7th-round pick. That's just my take. I'm sure.
You ever see Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade? The one with
Yes.
Sean Connery?
Yes.
The Knight at the Knight Templar. Bob, you chose wisely.
There's a lot of good candidates. There's no question about it. Who would you vote for now that you know he's not going to be it?
I probably wouldn't vote for Purdy because I think Garrett Wilson had a really impressive year with really bad quarterbacking at a position that's dependent on it. I think Olave's got a good case. I think the other two skill guys that are in there, Wilson and Kenneth Walker, both have a really good case. I'd probably give a slight nod to Garrett Wilson, but I mean, this idea that Brock Purdy can't win the award because he didn't play enough of the season, come on. I saw people saying that defenses would have figured out Brock Purdy if he had played longer. Well, then how do we square that logic? Not saying that you're putting that out there, obviously, Bob. I'm just saying this is something that I got as a complaint about, that saying Purdy deserved to be considered, and if he wins the award, I won't be mad. They said, well, if Brock Purdy played longer, there'd be more of a book out on him as a rookie and teams would take advantage of him. But I thought Kenny Pickett just getting more reps was what made him better.
Right.
So if Brock Purdy came out of the chute running and sprinting and playing great, wouldn't you have every reason to believe that he would just play better and better as he got more and more confident and more comfortable in the system? Like, I get the sense that people are really upset about Purdy here, not because they necessarily don't believe in Kenny Pickett, but because there's a jealousy factor seeing a dude who was the last pick in the draft do what Purdy has done.
I agree. Again, he had to come in and not screw it up. That's a hard thing to do for a team that had all those playmakers. You know how tough it is with some of these guys who want the ball and they expect results. There was a lot going on there, and so far he has been just tremendous, very poised, and he's adapted like last week.
They're averaging 35 points a game.
Yeah,
they were averaging
and last week, even when
35
he
points
didn't
a
have
game
his
with him.
best
He, I
game,
think, boosted
I
their
gotta go to a
scoring
break
average
here
by
real
like
quick.
7 or 8 points.
But the point is, he still found a way on the one drive that was very important, some big hookups down the field. We're due for a break. We're overtime. We'll be right back.